My dear students, greetings of the day and welcome you all in our engineering chemistry class. Now in today's module, we are going to discuss about the factors affecting rate of corrosion. At the end of this session, you will be able to explain the factors affecting the rate of corrosion, and also you will be in a position to suggest the methods for corrosion control. Now, factors affecting rate of corrosion. In this, basically we have to consider two important factors. As we have discussed about the mechanism of corrosion, in that you might be understood that which two factors are more important. So, first one, that is the metal, okay, and second one, the environment. So, metal comes in contact with the environment. There will be either chemical or electrochemical reaction, and then it will undergo degradation. That is known as corrosion. So, what are the important factors? That is nature of metal and nature of environment. So, let us start with the nature of metal. In this, the very first factor, that is position of metal in the galvanic series. We already have discussed about the galvanic series. In this series, the metals at the top will act as an anode and get corroded, whereas the metals at the bottom of galvanic series will act as a cathode and get protected. Okay. So, if there are two different metals in contact, for example zinc and copper, okay, then the zinc is higher placed in the electrochemical or galvanic series and copper is placed lower in the series. So, zinc will act as an anode and copper will get protected. So, as per this, the position of metal in the galvanic series as well as electrochemical series leads to the rate of corrosion or effect on the mechanism of corrosion. So, the metal higher placed in the galvanic or electrochemical series will get corroded fastly as compared to the metal lower in the position. Now, the second factor is relative areas of cathode and anode. Now, see, at anode there is oxidation, it gives the electron, okay. These electrons will be passed towards the cathode. Now, this cathode will accept the electron and there will be either hydrogen evolution or oxygen absorption. So, it depends on the conditions, either acidic, basic or neutral, okay. Now, anodic reaction will get compensated with the cathodic reaction. Yes. Whatever the electrons given by the anodic reaction, that will be accepted on the cathode. But suppose the cathodic area is very small. So, up to some extent, those electrons will be accepted. There will be the hydrogen evolution or oxygen absorption. But after that, if there is no availability of that area to accept the electrons, then automatically the rate of corrosion will get decrease. Okay. So, in this case, the corrosion of the anodic part is directly proportional to the ratio of cathodic part and anodic part. So, area of cathode is larger, then rate of corrosion is more. Okay. So, the corrosion is more rapid, severe and highly localized if the anodic area is smaller. The reason is that the smaller anodic area, the current density is much greater and the demand of electrons can be made by the smaller anodic areas only by undergoing the corrosion more briskly. Okay. So, area of the cathode and anode that affects on the rate of corrosion. So, cathodic area is larger than anodic area, then rate of corrosion increases. The next factor is purity of metal. So, purity or impurity. So which purity and impurity we have to consider? That is the metallic impurity. Okay. So suppose pure metal is there. For example, only zinc metal is there. Okay. Then there are chances of that zinc metal to undergo dry corrosion. Okay. Now, if in this zinc metal, the impurity like iron is mixed, means along with the zinc metal, some atoms of iron are present, then what happen? It will leads to the formation of cell. So, formation of galvanic cell will occur and thus rate of corrosion will increase. Zinc metal acts as anode and undergoes corrosion. Okay. So, impurities in metal that leads to the heterogeneity and that will lead to the formation of galvanic cell. That's why with increase in impurity in the parent metallic structure, the rate of corrosion increases. The next factor is physical state of metal. So, physical state of metal that also influence on the rate of corrosion. So, by physical state of metal, for example, we can consider grain size or orientation of crystals, stress, etc. So, if smaller is the grain size of metal or alloy, then greater will be its solubility. So, as greater is the solubility, then greater will be its corrosion. Okay. So, smaller grain size that leads to the increase in the rate of corrosion. In the same way, the physical state as like uneven surface. Suppose this is one even surface and another one is the uneven surface, means crest and troughs are there. Then what happen? This even surface, that means whatever the concentration of oxygen, that is uniform throughout this metal surface. But if it is uneven, then there is a difference in the concentration of oxygen. So, there is a differential aeration principle and it will increase the rate of corrosion. Okay. So, uneven surface increases, rate of corrosion also increases, and grain size decreases, rate of corrosion increases. The next factor in the nature of metal is nature of surface film. This also we have discussed in detail under corrosion due to oxygen. Okay. So, there are different types of oxide films or surface films are formed during the dry corrosion. So, if the nature of oxide film is porous, then it will lead to the further corrosion, because atmospheric oxygen that can penetrate through that oxide layer into the metal surface. Then non-porous oxide film will act as a protective. Further penetration of oxygen will not occur. It will avoid the corrosion. Means metal oxygen contact will be avoided. Then unstable oxide film. So unstable means what? Metal oxide is formed and that again converted into metal and oxygen. So it is again leads to the less corrosion. Then volatile oxide film. It leads to the more corrosion, because whatever the oxide layer form, that will immediately get evaporated. So as this get evaporated, that metal surface again exposed to the atmosphere for further corrosion and rate of corrosion increases. Then the next factor is passive character of metal. Actually, in some metals there is active passive transition, and that phenomenon is known as passivity. So, some metals are initially very active, means acting as an anode and undergoes corrosion. But what happens? After that corrosion, they forms the oxide film which is very protective, means it is stable and non-porous type, so that the surface of metal will be converted from active to passive, and thus further corrosion will not occur. So, passive character of metal that will decrease the rate of corrosion. So, for example, the metals like titanium, then aluminium, chromium, magnesium, nickel, cobalt. These are passive and they exhibit such outstanding corrosion resistance than the expected from their positions because of this active-passive transition. Now the second important factor, that is nature of corroding environment. In this, the first one is temperature. Okay, so with increase in temperature of environment, the reaction as well as diffusion rate increases, and hence the rate of corrosion increases. So in general, we can consider as the rate of reaction increases because temperature increases, and the same phenomenon is applicable here. So temperature of the environment increases, then rate of corrosion increases. Second is humidity of the air. So it is also the most deciding factor of atmospheric corrosion, that is our dry corrosion. Okay, so if the moisture is present, then that also leads to the electrochemical corrosion. Means in absence of humidity or moisture, that leads to only dry corrosion. But if moisture is present in the air, then it will lead to the formation of electrochemical cell, and it undergoes electrochemical corrosion. That's why it increases the rate of corrosion. So as humidity increases, rate of corrosion increases. The next is presence of impurities in atmosphere. In the previous one, we consider impurities in metal. Okay, so impurities in atmosphere such as CO2, that is carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, SO2, SO3, then fumes of HCl, all these. So these impurity acting as a corrosive gases, and it will increases the rate of corrosion. So if we consider the atmosphere which is near to the industrial areas, there is presence of all these type of impurities, and thus there is increase in the rate of corrosion. Okay, so in the presence of these gases, the acidity of the liquid adjacent to the metal surfaces increases, and as the acidity increases, its electrical conductivity also increases, and ultimately the corrosion rate increases. The next is presence of suspended particles in the atmosphere. So various types of suspended particles are present. First one is a chemical active suspended particles, and second is chemically inactive suspended particles. Okay, so suppose the chemically active suspended particles as like sodium chloride or ammonium sulfate are present, then that will absorb the moisture and acting as a strong electrolyte. So if these are acting as a strong electrolyte, then it will lead to the increase in rate of corrosion. Another, that is chemically inactive suspended particles. So like charcoal, it may be present in the atmosphere. It absorbs both sulfur gases and moisture, and it will increases the corrosion but slowly. Okay. The next factor is influence of pH. Actually, this is most important factor in the rate of corrosion. So acidic media, that is more corrosive. Means if the pH is less than 7, then it is considered as acidic, and in acidic environment, the rate of corrosion of metal is highest as compared to alkaline and neutral medium. And the last one factor in the nature of corroding environment is the nature of ions present in the corroding medium. So what is the nature of ions? So the ions that themselves are the source of conduction. So if the anions like silicate are present in the corroding medium, then the rate of corrosion of metal will get decreased. Why? Because this silicate forms the insoluble film on the surface of metal. So if insoluble film on the form, then it will act as a protective film. So if it will act as a protective, then no further corrosion occurs. On the other hand, if we consider the ions such as chlorides, So these chlorides present in the solution, then they destroy the protective layer, okay, and passive film form on the metal or alloy surface for fresh corrosion. Means what happens if these chlorides are present, then that leads to the destruction of the protective and passive film, and so that the metal surface will get exposed to the corrosive environment for further corrosion. So all this is about the factors affecting rate of corrosion, and by understanding the mechanism of corrosion and factors affecting rate of corrosion, we can suggest the methods to control the corrosion or to prevent the corrosion. Thank you.